Alright, this is a video that I am uploading and releasing my frustration and ire as I usually do. So, as I am driving elsewhere, wherever it may be, it's not going to be publicly disclosed because it's no one's fucking business on here. This is just something that has been really irking me for the last several months, or if even worse so, the last several years. So I am gonna release this ire off my chest and release this burden off my shoulders. Well, the burden would still technically be there on my shoulders if so many of these people keep on continuing this really annoying pet peeve of mine. So yeah, as you can tell, for the most part, whenever I go to live streams or listen to some source of media, travel out of my wonderful homeland of New England and so on, there's always those people that always have this sudden urge to completely ruin the mood, ruin the tone, and completely ruin the vibe whenever they go political. And it's honestly getting really annoying as all goddamn hell. Because every time I try to use some of those things as a source of escapism, things to not really so much to blow off steam, but to really spend my free time, because, well, I want to enjoy myself, and those things have been completely ruining the tone of the whole very nature of escapism, and it's honestly getting on my last nerve. And you know what? Since it's been happening so friggin' much, I think I'm gonna have to set some boundaries for what media I'm gonna subject myself to, because if I'm just gonna keep on hearing about so many fucking times about how people are evil for supporting human rights, Macs are the freaking equivalents of communism, or how having a rainbow on your profile picture is somehow a crime perpetrated by the liberals. And it's honestly really getting on my last nerve. And you know what? So many of places I desire to be are starting to become on my do not travel or do not stream list, because, well, so many, much more specifically the commenters, have been really plaguing the sources of media that I've been trying to enjoy because of their ridiculous political talk, and it's getting on my last nerve. Take that political talk and talk it elsewhere, and do it on your own source of media. Save it for Twitter, not on things that are supposed to be a source of escapism, fun, and pleasure. Please get that shit out of here. And I'm going to tell you why you need to get that shit out of here, because if you keep on talking about this stupid bullshit, no one's going to watch your shit. No one's going to even want to remotely interact with you. And sure as hell, no one's going to even want to put you on their fucking leisure list. Ever. This video is, by the way, not indirected towards anyone. This is not specifically about a specific person. This is me just generally speaking, because, well, I'm going to be very blunt, as I usually am, about my perspective. So if hearing Trump, as if that complete and utter obsolete has-been is remotely and of any relevance at all, at this point, anybody who basically keeps talking about that piece of dog shit is basically not beating a dead horse, but running over the dead horse with a bulldozer, chopping that dead horse in half, throwing parts of its body into a wood chipper, meat grinder, I don't know, cheese grater, setting it on fire, pouring hot acid all over its corpse, yada yada yada. You get the fucking point. It's gotten so tiring and worn out, and the more I realize that the political affairs are gonna keep on rolling on and on and on, then there's no point in being patient, because lots of people are going to lose their patience because they can't stand to hear this political talk anymore, because they're going to probably turn their heads to something that keeps their political beliefs or political discussions completely leveled, because they know for a fact that the source of media they're using as a source of escapism is not a place to turn anything into a shouting match about politics. And it's getting ridiculous. And I hate to say it, but it looks like when 2024 comes along, I'm gonna have to switch my NASCAR leisure closure to Homestead Miami, if Homestead Miami at all is gonna stay in the playoffs, that is, because I'm gonna have to just find someone to stay with that wouldn't constantly talk Trump, or even worse, my worst nightmare of who could run for president against Joe Biden or whoever may be running for a Democratic candidate if he's not gonna run for its second term in his presidency. Ron fucking DeSantis or Greg Abbott. Oh, fucking hell, not those two. Or Ted Cruz. Don't get me started on those three. Absolutely deplorable pile of rancid lards that do not even qualify to be a local dog catcher of bullfrogs ass West Virginia. So, yeah, you bet your ass that I'm gonna stay with my buddy Alex Hoover at my favorite track, Homestead Miami, because when it's around election time, it's gonna be a fucking recipe for disaster. Because no doubt in my right frame of mind that the whole political drama is gonna not overshadow the whole championship battle, but outright eclipse, for better or worse, that is, because you don't know what kind of insinuating drama that NASCAR is gonna turn this into by the time we get to 2024. Who knows if the points format is gonna be even worse at all by the time we get to that year. I don't even want to fucking know what state of NASCAR is going to be in, or what restones they're going to be in by the time we get to 2024, because it's honestly freaky even remotely ruminating about the fact that NASCAR could even get any worse than a NFL knockoff. Either way, I'd rather just stay with someone who I know for a fact wouldn't eclipse the whole significance by the time it's boiling down to the championship battle in 2024. This is no disrespect to any particular specific friend at all. I just don't want to put myself into a position where I might get absolutely all infuriated to the maximum level. So this is just for my sake of understanding what boundaries I have for my leisures and excursions, and what I need to do and where I need to travel and who I need to stay with in order to just not turn myself into a Hades-like character. Because I just really do not think that it's the healthy approach for my mental fortitude. So, with all that said and done, I think it's better for me to just travel to places that wouldn't have the constant need to force feed this political horseshit down my throat. Like, especially in some place like Virginia with my friend Jonathan. And, of course, Alex Hoover absolutely can't stand to hear that people talk about politics all the fucking time at their job. It's like he's trying to focus on work and people are constantly going on and on about politics, and it's aggravated him up the asshole. It's getting on his last motherfucking nerve. So, yeah. You bet your ass I'd want to go to my favorite track in 2024. Maybe even before that, but nevertheless, 2024, I'm locking and loading for Homestead, Miami. Or if I somehow can't manage to budget or manage some sort of excursion down to Homestead, Miami, I'll probably just do something along the lines of, say, Martinsville or something if it's still in the playoffs. Since I'm due for more than one trip down to Martinsville, Homestead, Charlotte Motor Speedway, regardless of what configuration it is. Just, well, whatever. I'm still planning to go to Las Vegas in 2022. Hopefully Gateway and Sonoma will be doable. I do plan on purchasing my ticket for Sonoma when my YouTube ad revenue comes in. I'll try to see if Kansas will be very much doable too. So yeah, 4 tracks I have yet to go to will be crossed off in 2022, hypothetically, and then it'll probably be finished off by the time the spring of 2023 will come along, since the short track configuration for Auto Club will be finished by then, and if Circuit of the Americas stays where it's at, I should be locked and loaded for the schedule sweep, and then from here on out, it's just I just go wherever I desire, wherever my heart contents. I think I said pretty much all I can say, so please keep the political bullshit at bay. Know what you are really getting yourself into. Please stop ruining the whole nature of escapism, because it has really done nothing more than make people frown than smile. Stop this bullshit right now. Some people may congregate this video because, well, I don't know if they just simply don't approve of the fact that I just absolutely don't support Trump at all, or despise conservatives with a burning passion, or, well, whatever. Who am I to fucking judge? I'm just gonna end this video. Have a good fucking day, my dudes, and Space Metal is out.